and welcome to our concert entitled, I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing. I am Joanne Sherman, the Artistic Director for the Joyful Voices Chorus, and I am joined by Melissa Phillips, a board member and chorus member. On behalf of myself, Melissa, our wonderful accompanist Marty Thompson, and all the members of the Joyful Voices Chorus, I want to thank you for joining us for this special event.
Before we sing, we want to share a bit about our chorus. The ensemble rehearses and performs in Midlothian, Virginia. We are a member of the Giving Voice Initiative, and we also serve as an early stages support group for the Greater Richmond Alzheimer's Association.
The chorus is designed to serve those who are living with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia and their caregivers by offering them meaningful musical and social experiences to enrich their lives and the life of the community. We also have a wonderful group of very dedicated volunteer singers. Together, we are the Joyful Voices Chorus.
Our very first rehearsal was back on September 13th, 2018. We rehearsed in the fellowship hall at Salisbury Presbyterian Church in Midlothian on Thursday mornings from 10 until 11:30 a.m. Our plan was to have a fall and a spring semester each year, and all was going so very well. We had 3 wonderful live concerts, and the chorus had grown to 72 members. Then COVID-19 entered our lives. Our in-person rehearsals ended on March 12th of 2020. We spent March through August that year doing themed Zoom coffee socials and sing-alongs. We also had an in-person patriotic picnic in July, physically distanced, of course.
We all were missing singing together on a regular basis and decided to resume our weekly rehearsals on Zoom starting in September of 2020. We recorded 2 wonderful virtual recordings in that fall semester, had a tailgate party with a fiddler for entertainment, enjoyed an ice cream tailgate party with entertainment, and had a fun Halloween day walk to end Alzheimer's. You will see some of those pictures later in this program. We decided to up our game for this semester and wanted to prepare a full 2021 spring virtual showcase. Our theme song is a tune that started as a Coca-Cola jingle and evolved into a November 1971 hit for the New Seekers. Like them, we too want to teach the world to sing.
I name is Judy Schumann, and I was diagnosed with early-stage Alzheimer's disease in January of 2018. This is my partner for life, Bill Garrity.
Judy and I first met in 2007. We each had shared the experience of losing a spouse to a serious illness. These losses taught us how important it is to hang on to and appreciate those we love.
I first heard about the chorus at a yearly Alzheimer's Association meeting. We visited their exhibit table at the conference and came away with information on their mission. In the summer of 2019, we went to a Joyful Voices patriotic sing-along that was open to all of the community. I thoroughly enjoyed the singing and was especially impressed with how welcome they made everyone feel. Acceptance of someone with Alzheimer's is very important.
This past year has been a difficult one for Judy. The social distancing and lack of being with the people has been very hard. Without Joyful Voices, the year would have been even harder.
The members have done a wonderful job of keeping our Joyful Voices chorus family together. The weekly Zoom sessions start with coffee and conversation where everyone has a chance to update what's happening in their lives. We share our joys, concerns, and celebrations. Then we turn off our mics to do some local warm-ups and practice our music together. We smile and sing and smile and share jokes, then sing some more, closing each rehearsal with happy trails. Now we would like to offer you our excerpts from our Give My Regards to Broadway concert that Joyful Voices performed back in May of 2019. The songs include portions of Oklahoma, Yankee Doodle Boy, and our final praise of Give My Regards to Broadway.
Enjoy!
That would be good.
Plenty of heart and plenty of hope. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wings can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Okay inside, I love my country.
my name is Marty Thompson. When I first heard about this new chorus called Joyful Voices, I knew I had to be a part of it. You see, my father had Alzheimer's, and after he had to stop singing with the Cleveland Orchestra Chorus, he was still able to participate in his beloved church choir, thanks to the wonderful folks who picked him up every week, took him to rehearsal, helped him with his music, then brought him home again. It is now my joy and privilege to serve as the accompanist for the Joyful Voices Chorus. Each semester, I would join our director and several of our volunteer chorus members to make rehearsal recordings for all members to take home and practice their voice parts during the week. While working on Zoom, however, these recordings have become even more important. They not only serve to provide accompaniments as needed during the rehearsals, but they have become the accompaniment tracks for our virtual videos as well. What fun it was this semester when we started to work on this next selection. Back in February, this Elvis tune served as a perfect tribute to Valentine's Day. Just listen to these love stories from some of our members.
How Bob and Katie met. I was recently jilted from a girlfriend, was moping around. My sister said to get over it. I needed a date. She said, why don't you ask Katie out? And I said, boom, that's a good idea. Our first date was April Fool's Day, somehow important of the relationship. And it was to the talent show at Benedictine. We collected tickets so we could get in free. And she had me from the get-go. Pretty smart, a young woman of the 60s, very much her own self. And we've been in love for 50 years. June 12th will be 50 years. Love her to this day.
Hello, we are Shirley and Ed Branch. Shirley and our youngest daughter, Laurie, are members of the Joyful Voice Choir. On May 25th, Shirley and I will celebrate 53 years together. We met at Roundtree Pontiac in Petersburg, Virginia. She was a title clerk, and I was visiting my friend who was a mechanic there. I was also planning on buying a new car. The girls in the office with Shirley knew me, told her if she didn't pay attention to me, I was going to wear the doors off the new cars in the showroom. Needless to say, we finally met. We had both previously been married and had 3 children between us. Shirley had a boy and a girl. I had a girl. 7 months later, we were married, raised all 3 kids, and we're still in love. And we live in our in-law apartment at Laurie's. We are thankful for God's blessing, our family, and every day we have each other. As we did those many years ago, even today, we can't help falling in love all over again. Enjoy this Elvis tune as sung by the Joyful Voice Choir.
Surely to the sea, darling, so
I'm Connie Taggart, and this is my husband, Cy. We've been singing with the Joyful Voices for over a year and a half now and have really enjoyed being a part of this amazing group. Music has always been a big part of our lives. Cy started on trumpet and I on clarinet in the 5th grade. We both started playing guitar in high school. Cy ended up with a degree in music, a master's in choral conducting, and an Illinois teaching certificate. Early on, he formed a community choir, which I joined, and then he went on to become a successful choir director for middle and high school kids. Even got most of the guys in his middle school to join his choir. What he also loved doing was performing. He worked as a gigging musician for many years, from his college days in wedding bands to managing his own bands to only a few years back doing solo gigs in retirement homes. This past year, despite the pandemic, our group was still able to enjoy some in-person gatherings, from safely distanced picnics and tailgate parties to the Walk to End Alzheimer's, where we all walked to raise funds for Alzheimer's research while enjoying the recordings of Cy and his bands. Our next selection, a simple folk song entitled Sing Your Way Home, expresses how much we look forward to getting back to our regular rehearsals in person. We hope you enjoy the photo collage.
What wonderful memories. We are all looking forward to creating new memories and more beautiful music together as we anticipate the very real potential of returning to in-person rehearsals this coming September. Our next song was composed by Joe Raposo, He is best known for the songs he wrote for Sesame Street from its beginning in 1969 through the mid-1970s, and for a time in the 1980s. He wrote Sing in 1971. Then, in 1973, this song gained popularity when performed by the Carpenters, who made it a #3 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 list. We feel confident that you have probably sung this tune many times yourself as a child or along with your children and grandchildren. Join us as we sing a song. Before we sing our final song, I would like to express our thanks to so many for assisting us with this showcase. First, to our sponsors who helped us fund the many technical expenses involved in producing this concert. They include Fathom Realty Virginia, Gail Ayler, Principal Broker, Great Big Greenhouse and Meadows Nurseries, in memory of their founder, Farmer Bill Meadows. The Haley Automotive Group, Doug Pridgeon, CEO. Long and Foster Real Estate, Tony Proto, Associate Broker. And Seniors Helping Seniors, Lorene Reck, Certified Senior Advisor in the Greater Richmond, Virginia area. Of course, this virtual concert could never have been accomplished without the technical expertise and musical knowledge of our mixer and technology guru, Stephen Stenell. Stephen, a student at Virginia Commonwealth University, has done a fabulous job of creating this program to share with you. We thank him for his many hours of effort on our behalf. Marty Thompson, our excellent accompanist, wears so many hats for this chorus. Not only does she provide our accompaniments, but she has shared her sense of humor and strong vocal skills at each of our weekly rehearsals throughout this past year. Tom Stevens, violinist, violist, and fiddler extraordinaire, has been a constant friend to and performer for Joyful Voices events. Our sincere thanks to Tom for sharing his many talents with us. As the saying goes, it takes a village to run an organization like the Joyful Voices Chorus. We have very devoted volunteers and board members who help to make things run smoothly, whether we are in person or on Zoom. Thank you, friends. To our many donors, individuals, corporations, and those who have offered generous grants, this chorus cannot happen without your continued support. We so appreciate your financial assistance. Information on donation opportunities can be found at our Joyful Voices website, www.joyfulvoiceschorus.org, and on our Facebook page. Finally, I want to express my gratitude and great respect for every member of the chorus. Each has shown such courage and dedication with a willingness to explore the world of Zoom rehearsals and virtual videos as we maintained connections between everyone in our choral family. I am so proud of what we accomplished and of the wonderful music we made together this past year. Speaking of music, our rehearsals and on-site concerts always end with the same song. You did such a great job singing along with the last selection. Why not join us for this one? It is an old favorite from the Roy Rogers show. His wife, Dale Evans, wrote this piece. To all of you watching, until the next time, we wish you happy trails.